to Russia on a mayor trade mission and seeing them overseas trying to sell Houston, I appreciate the more inflated, critical role of creating trade. They are not only talking about the opportunity, but they take action to reach several countries. Yes, going to different countries is one of my passions. Russia, Netherlands, Mexico, this is outstanding. And especially we are living in a time where international business is no longer for big cooperation for the multinational companies, but it's for everyone, even small business owners. And I'd like to say a few words to our community. I am not here to represent our community because the Vietnamese American community is such a large and diverse community. And I ask the older generation to please give me a chance. Because the fact that I come to speak with an ambassador, that doesn't make me communist, number one. Number two, I like to have an opportunity to think and observe and learn with my own eyes. I like to have that opportunity because I did not have that opportunity when I left Vietnam as a minor. And I appreciate the opportunity to come here and listen. And I hope you respect that. And now, Mr. Ambassador has given you a very persuasive presentation. I'm not going to repeat it. I'm not going to give you whole facts and statistics. If you want it, you can go to the Greater Houston Partnership. They will provide you such an up-to-date of the opportunity gaps in different industry, and they are doing an excellent job. But like many of you entrepreneurs, I have to see it to believe. Last year, I attended a seminar called How to Do Business with Vietnam, which was held right here. And after that, I went with the delegation to Vietnam to see it for myself. With such a short period of time, less than 10 days, I mean, I had no ambition to see everything, but I've seen a lot of change from the physical aspect. You know, leaving Vietnam 24 years ago, and the taxi parked me right in front of my house, and I mean, I told the guy, I said, no, this is not my house, sir. And they said the address were right. We keep going back and forth. I can't recognize the neighbors. I mean, all the buildings from nowhere just start appear overnight. And I talked to the people from the street, from small businesses. What I see from the personal observation is that they are very highly motivated. As you know, Vietnam has a young labor, one of the most youngest labor force. 60% of the population of the labor force is younger than 35 years old. And of course, you know, I'm in commercial real estate. I tend to focus on the commercial real estate side. I see an opportunity for commercial real estate, but the business industry is so diverse. I wish I had more opportunity to see more different industry. When you talk about opportunity in Vietnam, what are you talking about? You talk about wholesale, you talk about retail, you talk about manufacturing, you talk about logistics. What is it that you talk about? I only wish that I had known you earlier, Mr. Ambassador, and the delegation, so that you can give me some guide to the system, because I am still in the state of exploring possibility. As the Chamber of Commerce leader, my job is not only to be aware of opportunity, but to bring that opportunity to the people. You know, recently there has been an increased numbers of Vietnamese entrepreneurs and non-Vietnamese members have come and asked us how to do business in Vietnam. And I'd like to take some responsibility for that. I cannot just blindly send them just go to Vietnam, even though I had a great privilege to work with a company called VN Venture, led by Mr. Andy Tran. I think they have done an outstanding job, but I think we need more experts in different industries. And I encourage you, I know, I mean, with all respect, I know you are the ambassador, and I mean, you have a certain position, but I think it may be more effective if you send more private leaders from forest industry, from fishery industry, from construction. So if we have interest, we can go right down to the what, the why, the how, and the when. Because I don't think it's about time to talk about just opportunity over and over. I'm sick and tired of that. And you spend money to come here, so you want to walk away with some business lead. So I encourage you, next time you come, bring more private experts, so that and then you can set different tables. And that if some of us are interested, they can go right into the industry. I put myself in an American entrepreneur who's interested in Vietnam. I said, oh my God, I'm a Vietnamese and I think I speak Vietnamese fluently, but I still struggle, with all the language barrier, communication breakdown, cultural different time zoning, and business etiquette. How can you survive? And I really admire big companies, but please don't forget that not all companies have that kind of resources, time, and energy to spend months in Vietnam and try to find network. Most of the time, small business get exhausted and come back. So I think finding the right contact is very important. And how can we help? I think no one organization can do it successfully. It should be a collaboration of all different organizations. I am very privileged. I'm very happy to see Ms. Gigi Do from ACC. She had led the international program in Vietnam, and Ms. Lucy Davila, a member of the Vietnamese Chamber of Commerce. She went to Vietnam a few years ago to lead a medical charity there. And I have a friend who's in the seafood business. He goes back to Vietnam to do business. I really admire this guy. He tried to do it by himself. He has some relatives. But if we have the right contact, the right information, it will be much more productive. And I also like to recognize Mr. John Robbins. Recently, John and Mr. Whaley has made an effort to form an international trade center. The vision is trying to pull all the chambers of commerce together so that we can do business. And sometimes I ask myself, I said, why all the countries in the world come and do business together? Why not my country? There's some conflict, but if I help other people to bring trade, why not my motherland? And I do take it personally. And I'm not telling you that Vietnam is perfect. I think it's way from imperfect, being imperfect. There's a lot of imperfections, a lot of problems, a lot of challenges, is how I say it. But you know what? That is what they need you for, right? You come to Vietnam not expecting to get something and run, right? You come because you want to provide a solution, the services, and to help solve a problem. Isn't that the very nature of entrepreneur? To help and solve the problems? If we help and solve problems in any country, why not in Vietnam? It's a beautiful country. I'm pretty sure that you have seen a lot of media attention on how beautiful Vietnam is. And my friend just sent me a picture of Donald Trump come in Vietnam to do a world pageant, and the president, a lot of people come to Vietnam, and ironically they came back and tell me how Vietnam looked like, and educate me in Vietnam. So I'm very excited to learn more, the possibility, and I encourage the government. With all respect, I commend you. I applaud you for reaching out, because it's showing effort that you support at the top level. I only hope that you create the environment favorable I'm trying to stay away from politics, but sometimes it's very important, the ownership. If people invest in Vietnam, the ownership is it easy for people to own property, to bring the money in and take the money out. That is one of many aspects that entrepreneurs need. So whatever support that you have, I think they're very appreciated. And I think my time has come, has ended, and I'm very excited about the opportunity. I thank you so much, the Greater Houston, for this. And I hope that we're going to explore the possibility together to make it good for the city of Houston, good for the people of Vietnam. Thank you.
Thank you. Very energetic. Very successful. Next will be Mr. Bowser, my old friend,